Infinity Nikki 1.5 updates make a lot of players, almost all the players, feel overwhelming, feel confused, and disappointing. And I am an Infinity player myself, and I feel a little bit disappointing and confusing about this update. So I will be talk in 6 points about this game, and I will break it down for you guys in the chapter. If you want to know what it is, let's get on to it. Hello everybody ក៏ដូចជាសួស្តីអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នា I am Nana-chan, also known as Xiao DongDongErr or DongDongErr. So I will talk a lot about this update in this video, so you can check out the chapter down below, or if I'm good at editing, so I would cut down and introducing part of the videos. First, I will be talking about the love I gave to the game, second about the bug, third about the story, fourth about the co-op, and fifth about the events of Stitch and Snitch, and the last one is my opinions about this video. So there will be list of the timeline in my chapter on the descriptions, so feel free to skip if you want to hear some part and doesn't want to hear the other part. Now I will talk about what I love about this game. Infinity Nikki is a game where it is fashion plus open world. Now fashion game is normally or widely known for their details on the outfit of the character. So an open world is a game where you explore the world, have story, something like that. And Infinity Nikki is a game which have a lot of details on the clothes. Texture of the clothes is full on detail. The game is mostly give out the vibe of cute, of chilling, of relaxing. And Infinity Nikki is a game where you could feel you could escape from the reality and turn into another world where you just feeling like exploring, no grinding, no team build to focus on the games, no meta hero. You just dress up a character. You feeling like, oh, you could change the clothes however you like. You could dress Nikki up as cute, as elegant, as silly, as all as you like. There's no rushing, there's no grinding. There is just some relaxing game for you to play after work, after school, after your busy day. The community of Infinity Nikki players are friendly, they are loving, they are kind, they are inspiring. There are a lot of positive players in this community that I love so much. And lastly, I love the developer because one, they're trying their best to get what player wants happen in the game. Like if we have issues, they updated the games that fix the issue as fast as they can. They gave out rewards or compensations for the bug or the issue of the game, and they work fast. Oh, not to mention that Infinity Nikki is a free-to-play game. You can freely download it for free in Play Store, mobile, in PC, in PlayStation, and it's linked your progress of accounts to other platforms. So that is what I love much about this game. Moving on, now we will talk about the bugs. From my experience of playing this game, a lot of things happen. Some of the bugs make Nikki only appear with her head and hand, and there's no body. Some of the bugs make Nikki unable to walk into the door. Some of the bugs make the bike ride itself. Some is like there's a lot of bugs, but most of the bugs I experienced are 1. Funny, 2. Hilarious. I joined other content creators Discord server and I screenshot all the bugs to make us meme. It is funny and I love to make memes about the bugs. It is something I feel like it is silly, it is something acceptable, but In 1.5 update, we not only have funny bugs, but there are some bugs that are harmful to the game that players have been experienced so far in 1.5 update. These harmful bugs are include 1. You cannot log into the game. 2. You experience bug where you need to restart the game over time, like 4 or 5 times. And I personally think it is okay because my internet connection and Wi-Fi connection isn't good, so I have to restart from time to time. That is okay for me, but for other people that doesn't have a bad connection like myself, it is a serious problem. If you were trying to set the camera up and then it's got to restart midway, your progress will be count as 0. That is what people is hating it about. Secondly, there are a lot of crashing when we join the co-op world, and that will be talked about later in this video. Now we will talk about co-op. Co-op feature is a feature where you can experience a world together with other players and enjoy playing together. So in this 1.5 update, we introducing to a co-op feature where we could do events, could do dungeons, could take pictures and do other things like exploring and something like that. And we were expecting that co-op would expecting to see other players in that islands, right? The problem is it kept crashing. There are not a lot of busying scenes in co-op. You could only see 4 or 5 Nikki shadows at a time. New props for people sitting together, doing things together, but they are feeling so left out. It's feeling really so lonely. And that is what I get from the Sea of Stars. Like, because of the island is mainly for co-oping, so I would expecting that it is a place where it's full of other players, and I was expecting to be a place where it's a lot of busy things going around. But when I stay in that place, not only did I get crushed, sitting on the seesaw, were expecting other players to sit with you, but no, you're just sitting there all by yourself alone. That is a problem, because co-oping on an island that introducing is mainly for co-op should be a busy scenes, having a busy people walking around, doing things, enjoying activity like that. So I expecting Info to trying to make this thing happen better. So that is all for the co-op. Now moving on to the event, which is Snitch and Stitch event, or most of our players call it Trust to Impress. It is a run show event, but you only got the reward on the specific time when you trying to do that event, and that time is based on server time. But it is not time zone friendly at all for players, because it is server time and most of the server time is different from the other time zones. Like, because it is not time zone based, and some of the people complain about they want to get the reward, and then if they want to get the reward they have to do the exact time log in and doing that event. Some of people have problems because they have to log in their time zone is at 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. or something like that, which is annoying, and it is not worth their time of cutting off their sleep just to wake up doing events at all. I hope Info and the dev team would think carefully, reconsidering it to time zone based, just like the daily resets. So please, Info, reconsidering changing the time base from server time to time zone base. Now we will talk about the intro of the game or the story of the game. So spoiler alert, if you don't want to get spoiler, skip this part. So from 1.0 to 1.4 intro, we got Nikki going up to the Eric to find dresses to get to prom with Momo. And then Momo discovered threat of reunion in her mother wardrobe, got sucked up to the underworld with the showcase of the threat of reunion's ability outfit. Something like that. She got Heart of Infinity from Ednar and teleport to Mirrorlands and meet Dada, and then the story go on. But in 1.5 update, new player experience something completely new from 1.0 to 1.4. All the intro is got changed, so if you want to get to know more, there is a video on the screen right now that I'm showing. If you want to get to know the story, just click on the videos. Yeah, everything is just completely new, and it feels like the old player and the new player got disconnected, like we're living in the other side of the world, which is not something that it is not good, because player is complaining about it. There is a confusing storyline, everything doesn't make sense, and it kill out the vibe where 1.0 to 1.4 giving. it is completely different and making people are confusing and mad and complaining about this so much that is a hot topic of 1.5 update, and I will talk about my opinions in the later of the videos. So now I will be talk about my honest opinions about the things that I talked in the above. So addressing the bugs, I think Info having this bug because they are rushed to their deadline time. The server maintain time is only 9 to 10 hours, and I think it is still not enough because this 1.5 update is the biggest update so far for Infinity Nikki. We don't mind you taking time maintaining the server at all. You could take a whole day, 24 hours, maintain the server as long as the game doesn't crash, as long as the bug doesn't making people feel bad, giving bad experience to the other player at all. I know Infinity Nikki is a game where people get to enjoy to the fullest, but this update giving me a bit of disappointment because there are a lot of bugs, there are a lot of crashes, there are a lot of things that just make people confusing and overwhelming, and it is so bad. So don't rush things, take your time maintaining the server. It's okay for the next update to make the games better. That is what I want, to make the game better. The bigger the update, the longer the time maintaining server gonna take. It is okay, player is willingly to wait. Moving on, we're going to talk about the co-op. I personally think that co-ops are gonna be busting with peoples, walking around with activities of peoples, and a place where it's busy. But when I go in, only 4 or 5 Nikki show up, and I feel like this freaking islands is too lonely. Not only you sit by yourself, you do activity or explore by yourself, you just don't see other peoples at all. More like 4 or 5 people is in that island with you, and you just walking around, and that is a big island for you to explore, so you don't get to see that 4 or 5 people at all. And it's feeling lonely when you're just sitting on the other side of the seesaw expecting people to come and sit with you, but end up just sitting alone there. It is lonely, and I don't like it at all for a co-op world to be lonely like that. The other ways around the co-op just giving bad experience for player, and I mean it. For now, we will talk about the events, Stitch and Snitch. So this event, I think, like I said before, nothing much more, just please keep it to time zone friendly, okay? Just like the daily reset is in time zone friendly, so people could just enjoy game when they feel like it is enjoyable, because people have other things to do in life. They have to go to work, they have to go to school, they have to touch grass, hang out with their family and friends, something like that. And please Info, keep it to time zone friendly, and I mean it. You don't want people to just complaining like they have to wake up at 1 a.m. when they have to sleep at 12 p.m. So that is the things that you should considering on. Lastly, about the story, which is a hottest topic people are complaining about. So I think that they should considering add back the intro of 1.0 to 1.4 back into the intro, and they have some part of the connections between them from 1.5. I feel it is okay if 1.5 intro got clipped into the main story chapter, because now I say most of the games I played before, they have story chapter, right? So when they have something this big updating, they have new storyline, they just put it in the chapter, because you have shown us the intro, you have released the game in December, and you just change everything out. That doesn't make sense at all for all players right now, because you have already selling the story of that game already, and everything is just so already got well known, and then you just come up with the idea of just deleting them. It's a bad idea, and it is not a good thing for player to experience at all. And when the old player is talking about these conversations, and then the new player just get no ideas, and if you're trying to introduce to your friends got to play, and you just play and you just talking about the story, and then the story doesn't have any things showing up in the game for the new player at all, that is not a thing that is a good idea for player to introducing to the other new player, right? So please considering it, making disconnected and giving us back with some good explanation about this exchanging of the version of intro, and just give us the connection between the intro. We don't want something so confusing. I know it is kind of a lore thing. I think maybe you just want to keep it in the lore section and then just trying to give out a hint and seal all the things as a mystery for us to play and get reading through the investigations, but at least be new player friendly, because most of the new players doesn't got everything at all, and it just doesn't make sense for the new player. But for the old player, it makes some kind of sense that we got trapped in another timeline, but there's still confusion. Like Nikki lost her memory and everything just completely different. Edna bringing up Edna, and she just lost her memory. Why she remember Edna? Why she remember the Heart of Infinity? And everything is just so confusing right now. So please give your explanation about the story. But regardless, I still feel thankful for Info to create such an amazing game for us to play, to enjoy them, and it is a free to play games. You don't have to use your money to install the games, plus you enjoy to escape the reality you want, right? And the development teams is trying their best to listen to our complaints and trying to fix everything as fast as they can. And I know and I heard that it is like their holiday and they still overworking themselves, working overtime to maintaining the game experience for us. They're trying as fast, as hard as possible to keep the games fixed, and I really appreciate to their work. However, please reconsidering trying to maintain your server, take your time. And we know that we have bad experience, we have bad choice because we are people, we are not perfection. So please player, please be kind and understanding, and I think we should be commenting or give out our opinions with respectful word. And I know we are people, we make mistakes, that is okay, just trying to learn and fix them. Thank you all for staying from the start of the videos till now, listening to my complaining, listening to my word. So I'm feeling so thankful that you are using your time on my videos, watching or listening to my videos. I feel so grateful for it, because I know this is not a big or famous YouTube channels, but you still using your precious time on my videos. So thank you all, and I love you guys. And this is all for my videos, and if you have more opinions about these updates or more opinions and want to correct me about my word, please feel free to comment down below, and please be respectful, be kind, be loving. And that's all for my videos. And if you like to see more content from me, please hit that subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Goodbye.